Hello guys, welcome into another daily uplifting message from my heart to yours. This energy is enlightening, uplifting, especially after a time when there has been a lot of heaviness. Sorry if there's noises, I do have to leave that door open because so the dog can come in and in and out as she pleases. But yeah, there's actually a really uplifting energy here. I love that energy of the cicadas. I love that sound of nature, it's so beautiful. So there's definitely more of you coming online in this energy, okay? There's definitely more of an authentic you, authentic version, self-acceptance. Okay, I am still in Thailand while I'm filming this, but I'm gonna be going home soon. I feel like there's been a big barrier that's just like dropped, where you've like wanted to hide yourself, wanted to hold yourself back. And it's been very subconscious is what I'm feeling. It's been very subconscious. It's like, I feel like you've been in a period recently where you've even noticed that about yourself, right? Where you'll notice yourself playing small, and maybe you've gotten out of hermit mode and it's the first time out of hermit mode, and you've gone out with friends or gone to see a friend, stay with a friend, travel, and it's kind of like you've been faced with all these intrusive thoughts that maybe you even thought you already overcame, already worked on, and it's kind of like been a little bit like demoralizing, okay, because it's like, I thought I was done with this. I feel like this has been a final release, because if you look at the moon cycles, this can be a natural aspect to a moon cycle, where before we hit a final new moon, a final beginning of a new cycle, there's actually a week where old doubts, old fears, old stresses pop back up. It's a very natural part because it's actually showing us the aspects of ourselves that are being released. I just saw 231. I just got a pillow for my butt. Okay, so I feel like that's what's actually been happening for you now, is a lot's being released from you, and the doubt that you've just been faced with, processing, releasing, has been stuff that had to go. It's stuff that's been holding you back, okay? So let's get a little bit of tarot here. Justice, look at that. Standing up here. But so justice for me is talking about law of attraction. It's talking about karma. It's talking about becoming aware of unconscious energy, unconscious patterns that's stored within us, that play out in our lives. And when a justice comes out, when that card comes out, because it's a major arcana, it's a major life lesson, we are becoming aware of the energy that we've been emitting without awareness, okay? Because with the law of attraction, okay, our subconscious energy can create our life, right? It can create and manifest things into our life, okay? Without us knowing. It can come from old patterns, it can come from old traumas that we've stored under the surface. And this is what creates patterns in our life, right? Look at this. Oh my gosh, Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups is that process of distillation, purification, releasing difficult emotions, difficult things that have been stored in our energy, in our bodies, in our emotions, clearing them out, okay? It's very intuitive, psychic energy here with the Queen of Cups. It's empathic, patient, loving, having that energy of caring for yourself, okay? So I really feel like you have gotten clear on patterns that have had to go that were causing you to create imbalance, okay? Okay, let's have a look. Any other cards want to come out here, Spirit? Justice is exciting because essentially we're coming into greater balance and we're coming into co-create with the universe here. It's too many. Thank you, Spirit. I'll just take those ones. We've got 10 of Cups as well. Creating your dream life. All this work that you've been putting into, and this really feels like healing. This energy, these cards together, is absolutely healing energy, like healing journey. This is getting clear on what has to go, going through the process of removing it, regaining a new sense of balance, clearing out the emotions that come up from all the release, okay? As well as clearing out the blocks that block our intuitive guidance and our intuitive wisdom. And now because of that, look, this is 5 of Swords, okay? From karmic connections, karmic dealings. I feel like because the 5 of Swords really talks about our communication and our connections with others, coming from a very egoic place, this is what's rebalancing. Instead of having to deal with the egoic, fighting, low vibrational interactions with others, okay, where it's all win-win, who's better, instead of, you know, let's support and uplift one another. In what's coming into that place is the 10 of Cups. It's a total life fulfillment. It's creating and coming to a life, a home life, a family life, a friend life that is completely uplifting. I feel like you're rewriting the story is what I just heard here. This is like your emotional and material needs are all met here. Trustworthy relationships. Wow. From going from very egoic, low vibrational connections and relationships, you're coming into soul tribe is what I just heard, okay? Spirit, can I have a little bit of information here on this Justice and the Queen of Cups? Thank you. Oh, okay, so the healing work that you have done here on purification, the healing journey that you've done is now bringing in others that are in harmony with your vision. Soul tribe, literally it says soul tribe right there. I just said soul tribe. All the healing is bringing in new connections now, deeper connections that actually feel easy. You won't even know what this feels like, my love. Because before the healing took on, or before the healing journey that you took on, is what I mean to say, that's the only kind of person that you were used to. That's the only kind of relationships that you were used to. Ones that didn't fully, deeply align with you, okay? And this is gonna feel, this is gonna catch you off guard. We love that. Okay, let's get a little bit of energy here. What's the Queen of Cups really talking about here? What's the Queen of Cups talking about here? Thank you. Okay, this came out before. Okay, you've really had to release overthinking. And there's the 5. So the 5 of Swords is literally repeated here. So you have had to clear out a lot of cords to people that were brutal, absolutely brutal to you, okay? This is giving narcissists, okay? I feel like you grew up with narcissistic parents, narcissistic brothers, sisters, and they made you focus on their needs before your own, okay? So selfish, is that what that said? Yeah, so you're now learning to be selfish, and that's not a bad thing. It is not a bad thing. It's normal to be selfish. It's normal to put your needs first, okay? Now, with this 5 of Swords, Spirit, and talk to me a little bit about this 5 of Swords into the 10 of Cups, because it is very opposite energy. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. Okay, so yeah, you have been in a hermit mode energy, because this talks about taking solitary time. And I just saw 10-10. There's a big ending. 10-10-10. Okay, there's a huge ending here. Huge ending. I feel like there could even be an ending in how much time you spend alone, because maybe you don't need that much healing time anymore. There's still going to be healing. There's always healing, right? But look, in the time that you spent on your own, you found gifts. You found gifts, okay? You actually found the ability to hear your intuition. That's what the Queen of Cups is talking about, you. Hearing your spiritual gifts much stronger than ever before, and gaining emotional wisdom, okay? Look, this is talking about a major win. I thought that was another 10 for a second. A major win, a major wish coming true. This is a spiritual breakthrough, babe. You are receiving something. You're radiating new levels of love because of all this healing, okay? There's a spiritual breakthrough. There's relief coming in here with all the 10s. There's relief. I want to say release. Release brings relief. That should be the title of this video, of this message. Oh my goodness. Should I get just a couple more? I feel like the message is kind of there. Deeper connections. Others talk about this soul tribe spirit, or this justice energy. I just saw the 8 of Wands, so it's coming in quick. It's coming in so quick for you, my love. I feel like, oh. King of Wands. I feel like this is also your energy, okay? But this is leader. This is being a leader. This is self-mastering your own energy. We've got the Queen of Cups again. This is giving divine union. Divine union. Look, this is also King of Cups. Divine union. Wow. But there's also like people coming in, right? All these queens and kings can symbolize new people coming into our life. Look, there's another king. You've self-mastered yourself on a huge level, my love. All this healing work is paying off. Did I talk about being a hermit? We've got the hermit cards. Okay. Yeah, there's the solitary time to find the gifts. Okay. You may be facing a little bit of confusion here. Okay, but this can also be a lot of options. Having a lot of options. And the 4 of Swords is beautiful because it talks about, like, here she's really beaten up, okay? Really beaten up. And when we move through the 3 of Swords, it talks about us having to kind of release and let go of wishes, desires that our mind has attached to, okay, in order to over control a manifestation or creation process. And when we come to the 4 of Swords, we've released the heartbreak, we've released the heaviness, we've accepted that whatever our mind attached to, it's better to leave it in God's hands, universe's hands, whatever you prefer to say. And we then come to mental rest. We finally come to the foundation in our mind being restful, okay? So that's what I feel like is happening here with the 10 of Cups, this major wish. That's the relief. You're going from confused, worried, unsure, indecision to absolute relief, mental rest, trust. Okay, all the healing work is paying off for you right now. I really feel like this King of Wands is not only you, it could be like, a divine union, because this is someone very passionate, very ready to love you, is what I just felt from this. Fierce, attractive, super attractive, charming, gonna sweep you off your feet kind of energy. I love it. Yeah, 4 of Cups we have here as well in the reverse. You know what? The 4 of Cups in reverse is really giving But you've spent enough. I just saw 1455. 14 condenses to 5, so this is 555. So prepare for huge, dramatic change. Drastic change. That's the major wish coming true. The relief is going to be how relieving whatever comes in for you right now is going to be. It's going to bring such big change. But the 4 of Cups here in reverse, this is saying that you've spent enough time alone. You've spent enough time in solitary confinement, I just heard. But you've spent enough time in nature. You've spent enough time on your own. And now it's about coming back into connection with others, coming back into life, because you've heard your heart. You've reconnected back with your heart. You hear what it's saying, you hear what it's feeling. You have received. This message is beautiful. Please comment down below if this is connecting with you. Sounds so freaking amazing. I'm so excited to hear about this major wish. So let me do a little bit of light language just to finish off. But you can click off if you want to now, if you're not into light language, Reiki. But kurki shkiata na kikiakata. Porkushki tina ikiakai kai kitishka. Porki ti kiakata na pepiakata. Ushkiata. Ushkiata na kikiar. Kikiar kuakai kia. Dono kushki ti kiakatana pakoayaka. Urku dono kukushki tishkia. Urkiete. Urkiatana kakiakashkiata. Porakatana kikiaka. So I saw some fascinating things just then. I was drawn to the pyramids. Pyramids in Egypt, right? And I also saw glittery gold. So this feels like you're reconnecting to a very ancient part of yourself. And the glittery gold, I mean, we're in the cycle of a new moon of a moon in Taurus. We had a new moon in Taurus not long ago, which was really bringing forward the color of gold, luxury, wealth, money. These are the things I'm channeling from that color. I'm really hearing luxury repeated over and over again. So I feel like by you harnessing this really ancient hidden aspect of you, this hidden knowledge even, is what I just heard, bringing in new levels of wealth. And it's because you're not afraid to emanate your most authentic version, because the King of Wands, the Wands energy is about our unique fire and expressing that, right? Our uniqueness, our authenticity. And the King of Wands is so authentic. He's mastered himself. He's released everything. He's let himself just be, which is, it's actually a lot harder than you think, right? So this is what you're doing here. Wow, you're stepping into leadership. Congratulations. I know how hard you've worked for this. I seriously know how hard you've worked for this. Congratulations. Okay, I'm gonna go, but leave it down in the comments below if this message resonated. If you want to reach out and get a personal reading, everything is down in the description box below. Check out my other platforms for other messages, and I will see you in a future reading. I hope this message brought you upliftment and excitement and awareness. Sending you love, Angel.